I am live. There's no way to tell if this mic is working, but I'm going to advertise this now. So give me a moment. I'm going to advertise on Twitter first and foremost. If you guys are wondering what the fuck I'm doing, if I have any viewers whatsoever, which I don't, I'm just typing this out. Oh, it's all right. You'll be able to play it back later. I am just doing what I do to draw people in. Gonna tag Twitter, and then it's easy to do it from welcome to live chat. Remember Garland, blah 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 blah. I don't need to learn more. No, we don't need to learn more. Let's get that shit out of my thing. There we go. Just gonna tag as many people as I can. I'm doing what everybody else does to get popular. You know the deal. I just really hit the add button, and there's a whole list of accounts that pop up, and I just tag whatever I feel like has enough following where they see it and they throw a retweet my way. If they would be so kind as to throw a retweet my way, that'll get some attention. That's how I go about it. I don't know how anybody else goes about it when they decide who they want to tag. You know, I don't know how they work. Right? But that's how I do it. And don't worry, I'm not even worried about being here alone. I have enough character space to tag one more person. And who's that gonna be? Can't be no hater though. I don't want to waste characters on somebody that's not going to retweet my shit. Now I'll start getting the people in here by advertising in the Discord. The one thing I do like about this though, I don't know how to monetize this yet. Select all, copy, post it in announcements. Guys are coming back in the draft. Oh, I got a viewer. Man, I wonder who that is. My first ever viewer on YouTube. Why the fuck is this not? Man. Oh, it's Zig. Oh, my man Zig. Hey, listen, I'm trying to oh, that's why. I'm trying to post it in the Discord, right? But it just doesn't but now I just copied the link, so maybe that'll help. Yeah, there it goes. There's one. I'm gonna post it in the playground. Those playground kids don't give two shits about what I do. Most of them don't even know me. if they were smart, they'd be in here, man, because I can give a lot of good advice on what to do when you join the league. Plus, I'm going to do a little like head coaching thing on Twitter Space. But the YouTube thing I like because I don't think there's like I don't think there's like this the standard you got to have, right? When yeah, we're on YouTube, man. Now I don't know if there's like the standard you got to have, like on Twitch. And let me know if you guys can hear me. Then yeah, that's awesome because I'm just using the generic YouTube Studio. I'm not using anything special right now. I'll research what it is to I'll research other software and stuff. It looks delayed. I know there's a setting where there was like it asked me if I wanted like a 30-second delay. I'm not exactly sure how I oh look, there's a share button. I can share it on my Facebook. And I don't got to share my screen either. That's fucking great. Oh shit, I changed my Facebook password. I have it written down in the locked part of my phone. Come on, man. All right. Like, you know how Twitch, you have to have a certain amount of viewers or they won't let you make any money? I'm not sure it's like that with I'm still learning it. So here we go. Hopefully this is the same password. Come on, man. Log me in. There you go. Post to Facebook. Bang. I can post to X. What else do I have? I don't have Tumblr. I don't have LinkedIn. I don't know what Goo is. It's choppy. Fuck, man. I don't know how to fucking solve that. I'm just using the generic software. So you know what I'm going to do the next time I do this? I'm going to invest in actual software. I'm gonna invest in actual software to stream on YouTube. So because it asked me to to link the software, and I just did it through YouTube. I don't have anything like I have Streamlabs. Does anybody know if Streamlabs works with YouTube? I wonder if Streamlabs work with YouTube. I'll investigate that more. Look, there's an edit button on the stream. Sorrento most likely will be my last season coaching after the season approaching. Oh no, Sorrento, say it ain't fucking so. I won't be as active as a head coaching role, only a player role, not having to schedule games. Got a big job opportunity. Well, congrats, bro. That is going to be some big shoes to fill, fellas. That is going to be some big fucking shoes to fill over there. He has been coaching for 13 or 12 or 13 seasons. He's been coaching in this league for a long time. So those are big fucking shoes to fill. The guy's been a winner and a champion as a player and as a coach. So that's gonna be some big shoes to fill. That really caught me off guard. And woo. Stop Joey said he's not on the pre-draft rankings. I'll fix that later. Let's take a look at Twitter and see if I'm getting any traction on me posting. If you guys can do me a favor, share this on your Twitters so we can get some more people in here and get it going, man. We'll see what it looks like to stream live on YouTube. Definitely can't stream like games and stuff. This is just to bullshit and talk. What team do I think you're going to go to? I don't know, bro. I have no clue. It depends. I think you're ranked like early second round, which is really good. Early second round is very good. So let's take a look at the pre-draft rankings, which were just updated, by the way, guys. The pre-draft rankings have been updated for the first time. You can bitch at me all you want about them. There you are. It's 41. So if you're taking a look at the draft order, you're projected to fall to Guns and Razors, but not really because of all these keepers. So you're probably going to fall around here. Apollo Kids, Glaciers of Ice. Both of those teams should be good next season. So, it's going to be interesting, man. Twitch is definitely better quality. Like I said, it could be the software. I don't know. I got a friend of mine that I want to call to ask about doing YouTube, so, and I'm going live on YouTube also. You guys can't see it, but this mixer that I got is pretty nifty, man. It was like 300 and something bucks. It does a lot of things and it records. I'm getting the SD card sent to me today. They should be delivered today from Amazon. So once I do that, I can actually record on the computer. Yeah, we can't see like we do on Twitch or what you do on your computer. I know you you don't share your screen. It's just me bullshitting. It's just me in the studio with the paper towels in the background and the big beanbag. So, but I'll research what to do. And most of the time, if I'm on YouTube, I'm just gonna be posting videos from the Twitch, uploading them and transferring them over to the YouTube channel so you guys can watch them later. And just doing like podcasts, like me and my wife wanted to do some podcasts, and she does want to do UFC. I want to do some sports. I want to do some sports call-in shows live. That'd be dope, right? So, those are definitely things we want to do. And when I have an SD card, I'll be able to record them and upload them, so they'll be definitely better quality. If I got to upgrade my mic, my camera, I'll do so. It depends. Well, what I get out of it is what I put into it. So right now I got the mic. I got the two condenser mics. I got the mixer. I got the computer and everything. And I got two webcams going. So if I need another webcam or I need a better one, we'll see how it's going. And if I'm like, wow, man, people are really subscribing, I'm actually making some good money doing this, then I'll invest more into it and get a better camera and build it up, because I already spent a lot of money on. Actually, you know what? Guys, for those of you guys who are really interested in doing this yourselves, to be honest, I didn't spend a lot of money. I understand that's relative. Like, what is considered a lot of money, not a lot of money to me, it could be considered a lot of money to somebody else. But with the research that I did and the equipment that I see people use, I went the cheap route in a lot of stuff. Like I got recommended, what was the fucking mic? I got recommended this brand mic, this brand of mic that it seems like everybody uses, right? They're condenser mics. And they were like $110 each, right? And that doesn't include the cables and everything. And it didn't include the mic arm that I use and all that stuff. And a buddy of mine said that's the best quality if you want to get into streaming and podcasting and stuff like that. You're going to need those mics. I just got these mics. It came with the mic it came with the mic stand, the wire, and everything. And like the bracket arm that goes on the table, $65 each. I bought two of them. So I bought two of these for the price it cost for one for the mic that I was recommended. And so far, so good. I mean, I streamed yesterday. You guys can hear me now. I mean, I'm not making music. There's not a live band here and stuff like that. So all you got to do is really hear me talk and speak clearly. If it was bad quality, then I'd understand. But it's been good so far. And if it was going to be bad quality, I could just repack it, send it to Amazon, get my refund, and get another one shipped over. So I got that. The mixer, I saw mixers for $700. The one I got was like $317. It's the Tascam Mixcast 4. So that's I didn't go too crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't a lot of money to, compared to the others. The monitor I got, was open box from Best Buy. My PC is open box. This is like a $1,300 or $1,500 PC I got for like $700. It was open box, right? So I mean, I went. I don't want to say I went cheap and everything, but I definitely saw ways where I can cut corners on the price. So it really, the whole thing didn't cost me as much as it would cost somebody else, or it would cost like what I saw people spending it on, to be honest. So that's that was a plus there. You know what I mean? And I was having a little conversation, chatting it up on the timeline. I'm still following the conversation, by the way, on the timeline, talking about orgs. It started out with me just fucking around with Lazy. Like, I mean, I was joking with Lazy. I don't know if you guys have been following the conversations or not, but like, let me see this. Like Lazy joined Too Cold, like the org, right? And I was just fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just joking with him, like, cause he runs his own thing, like the Spicy Boys and everything and stuff like that. So I was like, damn, yo, I didn't know that you guys would be under a brand. I was just joking with him, man. It is what it is. I'm just having fun. I'm not meaning anything by it. But Ev, who runs the UPAs, really started giving his take onto it, man. And he said that he's not a big fan of the orgs. He doesn't see them doing anything for the individual player and stuff like that. So, I try my 2 cents and everything. Like, for me personally, what I've always known orgs to be has been just glorified group chats. Like, that's what I've seen from the outside looking in. Obviously, I've never been part of an org, never been recruited to an org, never started my org. I don't. When I first started in this community and stuff like that, when I started branching out with the league and I saw these orgs, I thought they were big shots. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, wow, these are, because the most famous one of them, Eyeball, I think like Eyeball is an actual org that can plug you in to things and get you jobs, you know what I'm saying? And get you to the league and help you network, right? So I kind of figured, hey, man, these other orgs got to be the same. And you see a lot of 2K League players joining these orgs and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, it's a bunch of guys rubbing shoulders with each other, making connections. And the more I got to know like people in the community and everything, the more I realized, bro, they're just group chats for the most part. That's what a lot of people were talking about after the draft. Like, yo, you got to be in the right group chats to get drafted, right? That's what a lot of people were saying. You got to be in the right group chat. Group chats get you drafted, you know? If that is the case, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? That's it's supposed to be a meritocracy. You're supposed to get in based on your skill level. Excuse me. Let me get a water real quick. Damn, this water's fucking solid brick, bro. I can kill somebody hitting somebody with this shit right now. That's a fucking solid. Looks like I'm gonna gulp this unsweetened iced tea. But talking about like group chats getting you drafted and shit like that. I mean, does it come as a surprise to anybody that it's not about what you know, it's who you know? I mean, that's how the world works. You can't really bitch and complain if group chats are what's getting you drafted, if orgs are what's getting you drafted. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's about who you know. It's about who you know in all things in life, man. Not even just video games and 2K. Right? You want to get a job, you have a better chance of getting the job or the position or the promotion if you know the person, right? Rather than just handing your resume in with 1,000 other schmucks handing their resume in and you just gets lost. Like, how do you get your resume to the top? If you know the right people, you don't even need a resume to get a job, right? So, networking and learning how to be diplomatic and making the right friends and making the right relationships, all that shit goes into getting you drafted in the 2K League. Joining an org could help with that, right? So, people, if they have beef with it, I guess it's because you just didn't join the right org or you don't know the concept of it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's just the way the world works, man. And the sooner you can figure that out, the less likely you'll complain about how things work, and you can start playing the game. Yeah, you're playing the game. That's it. That's how it works, man. You're playing the game. Um, I know, I know a lot of people feel like it shouldn't be that way. If I was good enough, if I won the UPA and I won on the big stage, then people should scout me. It shouldn't be about who you know, but that's how it is in everything in life. How do orgs get involved in SIBA? I don't know. Like, there's no affiliate. Like, you can't. An org really can't affiliate themselves with SIBA in like an official capacity because I don't know what I see. There's nothing that I can really do for an org, right? Like, if I was if I was sponsorships, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you don't have to be in an org to do that. You could just have businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like you can own a business. Anybody can purchase ad space on a court in SIBA. Anybody can do that, right? So you don't need to be part of an org to do that stuff. So I feel like yo, what up? What up, Rainey? I feel like just being in an org doesn't really do much for SIBA. Like, I mean, what am I gonna do? Give preferential treatment to an org that's partnered with SIBA? You know, like you saw the other day. Oh, you just looking for a YouTube channel? I just started it like a week ago, and I was waiting to get this equipment. This is the first time I'm actually making a video for YouTube. You know, like there's other videos on there. Actually, I made a video for YouTube a long time. I uploaded the video to show my friends what was going on. I was playing. I think that was probably like before SIBA, bro. This is an old video when I couldn't buy Boost. And I was trying to show them, like, yo, check it out. I just uploaded a video to YouTube. I can't buy Boost. I kept getting stuck. And then there's a video I moved over from the Twitch to here, right? So, like, an org getting involved with SIBA, what am I going to do? Give them preferential treatment? Their players preferential treatment? You know, like, I can't do that. It's got to be even across the board. You know, listen, if they want to sponsor SIBA, like, you know, we can sponsor, you know. Court stuff, sponsorships, yeah, you know, Chino edits. He's part of Too Cold. He does a lot of good work. Guys pay him. You know how much money these graphic guys make from SIBA, bro? More than anywhere else. They're making money from SIBA. We have how many fucking teams do we have where guys are spending their money on logos being made, jerseys, courts? I've been saying this for so long, bro. SIBA puts money into people's pockets every fucking season. Every season. And you don't got to be part of an org. You just got to market yourself. Like, my door is open. Like, the SIBA doors are wide open for anybody that wants to partner up, work together, network together. You know, it's wide open. If you do graphics, where, you know, you can come to me. I've had plenty of people. Jerseys, court designs, mixtapes. There's nothing. There's a million paying. Well, not a million, but there's thousands of paying customers. There's every season do the jerseys change or they keep the old. You can listen. You can make your own jerseys for free. I don't force you to pay anything. Like, I have my own generic logos that I made from a logo making website that I didn't even pay for. Right. So by default, like, if you just took over the Rushing Elephants right now, and you don't have anything for them. You don't have any logo for them, whatever. Like, and you need to and you have to have a logo on your court to play in SIBA, right? Not having a logo on the court can result in fines. It can result in your win being revoked and the game having to be played over. So you need logos regardless. If you're not in a position to buy your own logos and you just took a team over, you just got hired as coach, what do? I have generic logos that I'll give you that'll work. You know what I'm saying? They're official. Right? I've given them all to every single coach. And then at some point, the ones that are more dedicated to their craft, like the ones that are more like, you know, they're passionate about it, they have pride in their SIBA franchise, those guys end up spending money. They'll go out and they'll, you know, buy a jersey, buy courts. You know, they'll hit up Henke or Chino or a couple of other guys too. They're in the Discord. You can tag them, but they're easy to find on Twitter, though. You know, you can find these guys on Twitter. Some of them do really good work. I mean, all of them do really good work. Some do better than others. I think, you know, I don't take this as any disrespect to any other like graphics artists out there. I think Henke does the best. He pays the most attention to detail. He seems like he's the most experienced. I'm not saying that any of these graphics artists can't be as good as that or better at some point, but, you know, he's like the standard, right? Like, he's like, they know people recognize him as the best. If you got if you have logos done for free, yeah, you can, you know, like I said, man, you can bring me the logo. The only thing about SIBA and the logos is you don't have the freedom to change the team colors. You know what I'm saying? Like those team colors are married to those teams. They're color coded in Discord based on your role, right? So you just got to honor the colors. Now, if you want to do like an alternate jersey, alternate colors, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? You can, but we ask that you stick to the colors. That's it. However, which way you want to do the logos, as long as it's a logo that's not going to like embarrass the league, it's not something crazy or offensive or whatever. Yeah, man, you're free. You're free to to go wild. Let your imagination run wild, right? And just do whatever logos you want, as long as you keep the team name and you keep the team colors. That's pretty much it. So, but I'm not really strict on that. I let people use the SIBA franchises and put their own spin on it. You really can't do that in other leagues. I feel like you guys are running the teams. You know, how are you going to take like other draft leagues and stuff like that? Like they have their set teams and everything and their logos, right? And it's like, how are you going to take pride in something when you don't feel part ownership of it? Like, yeah, I own the Method Men. Yeah, I own the Killer Bees. Yeah, these teams are all mine, right? But like the coaches, you guys have a feeling of ownership when you're able to like control the aesthetics. Like when you're able to like, well, I'm going to put my own spin on the court, right? I can't change the name of the team. I'm getting messages from Discord and they're popping up. If there is anybody in SIBA that you would consider the GOAT of the league, yeah, you're talking to him. You're talking to the GOAT right now. But realistically, the GOAT of the league, if you want to go by championships, I mean, Yo Crazy's got the most. You want to talk about the all-time leading scorer, that's Goon, but Goon has fallen off. I think that from 2K to 2K, there have been players that were really good, and then they took a step back. Then they got better. We do have I feel like I don't think there is any singular GOAT in SIBA, which is crazy because we've been around for 22 seasons, going on season 23. So you'd figure at this time you would have a GOAT. I think that if the closest that you would get to a GOAT would probably be Yo Crazy. I mean, he has the stats. If you're taking it, I mean, I could pull up the stats right now. I didn't update them, by the way. I have to update the all-time stats. So these stats are from season 21. I'll do it a little later today. We were taking a look at the all-time in blocks. Yo Crazy's on the list. He's got 75 all-time. Steals, he's number one all-time in steals. Assists, he's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's probably going to move up after this season. Rebounds, I don't see him on the rebounds list because he never really played big. And then points, he's up there. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's 9th all time in points, and even that can change. And Yo Crazy's also in the Hall of Fame. So he's the closest you're going to get to a GOAT. The reason why I'm kind of like it's not hands down like he's the GOAT is because, bro, he's switched positions. He's changed. He's been caught cheating. So he's been kicked out of the league before a few times. So just imagine if he actually played straight because he's been here since season 1. So imagine if he played straight from season 1 to now, what those career numbers would look like and how many other all-star games he would have been a part of and maybe championships too, But like there's been seasons where like he played back end. So his stats weren't really there. But I can tell you everywhere he goes, he wins. I think he's only missed the playoffs once in the entire time he's been here. He's been here for 20 seasons. So he's been here a long time. So the fact that he wins and he's on that list, all these all-time lists for stats, he probably is the closest. He's probably the closest. I mean, Sonny, as far as being a GOAT, look what happened to Sonny this season, right? I mean, 7-11. We've seen him lose in the championship too many times. Like, is he one of the greatest SIBA players ever? Yeah, he is. But I don't put him in the GOAT. Like, he's not the best. I don't see him as like the best point guard of all time. I mean, he's got one championship. He didn't win the championship till Venom got there. Last season was really like a black eye in his legacy, being 7-11, right? So one of the greatest, a Hall of Famer, absolutely, he's in the Hall of Fame. But the GOAT, nah. The GOAT. I don't think we have a GOAT. I think that there are players out there that if they played here consistently, they'd be a GOAT. Like Tutak had the potential to be the greatest SEBA player of all time if he continued to play here. Obviously, he's got other obligations, you know. Some of these 2K League players, you know, like I think if Dave Fry wasn't in the 2K League, like if Dave Fry retired from the 2K League and just played SEBA all the time, I think he'd be a player that would have multiple championships. I think he would probably be the type of person to move on to coaching and running a team. You know, there is a hands down GOAT coach, and that's Sorrento. And Sorrento just gave me the somber news that this is going to be his last season as a head coach in SEBA. So that fucking division is going to rejoice. Like it looks like Zidal is going to dominate that shit afterwards. So this is going to be his last season as a coach. Probably for the time being. I don't see him really walking away permanently. I mean, like, the dude has been coaching for like 13 straight seasons, bro. Like, this dude, Sorrento, has been since 2K20. He's been a coach since 2K21. He coached Panty Raiders 2K21. But he's been coaching Supreme Clientele, the same team, since 2K22. Kid's been coaching the same team for 3 2Ks now. It is like that's like him leaving is like Bill Belichick leaving. Well, I mean, Bill Belichick is him leaving is like Mike Tomlin leaving because Mike Tomlin's always winning, and he only has one chip, and Sorrento's only got one chip. But like him leaving is like Mike Tomlin leaving. Like I can't picture the Steelers with a different coach on the sideline, right? Like I can't picture Supreme Clientele with anybody but Sorrento running that team. So. But he got a job opportunity. You know, he just graduated college. So, you know, he's grown up. He's becoming a big boy now. You know, he's becoming a grown man. So, you know, things change, obligations change, especially when you're at that age where, you know, you're just starting out, just getting started in the real world, right? You know, you got your college degree. Now you're getting a job and stuff like that, starting your career. You really can't have distractions. And this is a video game after all. It's not real life, right? So, you know, I'm proud of him, man. You know, I mean, he's been in this league since I guess he was a freshman in college. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hats off to him. Let him do his thing. And, you know, SEBA's always going to be here for him when he's ready. You know, that's my thing. That's sad to see him go. I'll be personally rooting for him this season, though, since I know it's his last season. You know, I mean, listen, I'm always rooting for the Bees no matter what. But if the Bees don't do it, I hope he goes out with a bang and he has fun in his last season here. What else is going on, man? Listen, this is YouTube, so I can talk about anything the fuck I want, right? I'm just reading the timeline. Some people from Too Cold are getting pissed about the comments that Ev made. So, you know, Ev is a voice in the community. I can get banned on here. I'm not saying I'm going to say, I'm talking about like, it doesn't just have to be SEBA related. Like my YouTube channel is not just going to be SEBA related. I mean, I can't talk about Betfred's Pizza because I haven't had it. I've never eaten it before. I do have to try it one day. I do have to make myself, I have to get out there and find my way out there at some point just to chill with the homie and fucking try his food 100%. Some people in Too Cold are pissed about Crafty is number 50, but he's not playing. Let's take a look at what you're talking about. Let's take a look at number 50. I'm remembering you guys can't see my screen. Haha, bitches. Crafty is on the board at 50, but he's not playing this season. Let's take a look at the draft order. Oh, no, pre-draft rankings. Number 50. Why isn't he playing? The fuck? Now I got to remove him and renumber everybody? What the fuck, bro? Fucking annoying. You know what? Maybe I will let that Six Tapes kid in here and put him at 50 just so I don't have to fucking rearrange everything. So what's the deal with that, man? What's everybody's deal with that? What do you guys think? Bringing some people back that were banned. I'm just typing something on Twitter. How I got my name on the list to get drafted? Rap. I got to know your gamer tag. I definitely got to know your gamer tag. 100%. Before you ask, I can't just go by your Discord name because your Discord name, when you message me, isn't always your gamer tag. What's going on with the over 30? The 30 and over team. Anybody got any old heads out there that got that shit? Or no? Anybody old like me? Gene hasn't replied to any manager DMs. Bro, ain't nobody. I know that's bullshit because I know no managers are DMing Gene. Ain't nobody DMing that kid. Zach going to be a teacher's assistant. Well, that's good. I mean, you'll definitely be able to play 2K, Zach, because we all know school ends at 2:30, 3 o'clock. So, dope. He's posting registration soon. I got approached. I think I'll play with Billy. My thing is, bro, like if I can play there, I might as well just play SIBA. And it's not the same thing. I mean, it's just one little tournament, you know. And honestly, I was thinking about coaching a high school team. I was thinking about coaching a high school team this season and getting back into it a little bit. You know, it's just difficult for me during this time of year because my schedule at work is so unpredictable. But you know, with Killer J leaving and stuff like that, it left a big hole to be filled. So I feel like I got to go and do something. So I mean, I'm not going to coach a pro team. The high school is definitely up my alley because you know it's an open schedule and shit. Um, but I definitely I've been strongly considering it, man. I've been thinking about it a lot. So you think I should do the high school to pro? I mean, who promotes me? Oh man, I've already coached in a pro. The team name is not going to be OPM. It's going to be a school. I can't use Tottenville High School. That was my alma mater. I can't use College of Staten Island because that's the CSI Dolphins. So I mean, I don't know what school I'm going to use. I can use my old junior high school, but I can do that shit. I'm just, bro. I guess I'm not tripping off the lack of views on YouTube. I don't know how. I don't know how you get paid off YouTube. Oh, the Yay Not Gaming comp point guard list came out. This guy smartened up. I'm seeing. Well, Hoot plays in SIBA, but he's a rookie. I'm seeing Meter Dunk. We saw Meter Dunk before, but now I'm seeing. Let's see. Jumpers was there before. Asta doesn't play the game anymore. And if he plays the game, I'm booting him out of SIBA because he told me that he can't fucking play anymore. So if he's on this list because he's playing, he's fucking banned. He's done. ISO Ross, it's silver. That's got to be from other leagues. First half, Jay Silver, I can respect that. He's got to prove himself. Shoddy, I don't even see him playing a game anymore. Ricochet on there, see Twice on there. Good to see them. I think they're right where they need to be at silver. I think that's good. Marquise at silver. He's a veteran, though. Zaytoven at silver. He's a veteran, too. Let's see. Who else? In the bronze. I don't recognize any of these guys in the bronze. So look at first half Jay sucking him off. I'm going to tell him right. Ev just left the Discord, by the way, bro. He couldn't handle he didn't know what to do with a Discord that active. He never seen it before. He had no clue. So, Coach Pill. Are you kidding me with these fucking names, bro? Sportstein hates this league. He's a dweeb, right? Coach Pill has left this league countless times, bro. He comes here, wants to coach a team that leaves, and comes here and leaves, and comes here and leaves. Perry would never be caught dead playing anything SIBA. And Ev was here, but like I said, man, it was just he's a busy guy. You know what I'm saying? I think he would enjoy himself, though. 100% he would enjoy himself. You know what I'm saying? I think he would absolutely enjoy himself 100%. He would definitely enjoy himself here. But that list got a little better. That list definitely got a little better, I will say. You know, first half Jay is arguing right now about where he is on the list. Right? I think first half Jay has to he definitely has a talent to be on the list. You got to win though. Like you got to win and prove yourself against you can't just be able to be greening shit. You can't be you can't just you can't just be able to be good with the sticks. Like there's one thing to be good at the game. There's another thing to be a winner. You know what I'm saying? So being at silver right now, that's awesome because being at that silver tier, if this list has any legitimacy whatsoever, being silver on that list is basically saying, yo, you're good at this game, right? You know what you're doing. You know how to play, right? Gold and platinum, I feel like that should be reserved for the players who are good at the game, but win. Like at some point, winning needs to separate the guys. Like you can't just have everybody who knows how to play the game and fade a 3-pointer and midi fade and all this other shit, like and do all this dribbling and stuff. Like you can't just have them all grouped in the same thing. There's got to be like separators, right? There's got to be something that separates the herd. What should separate the herd 100% winning. You want to move up a tier. That's how I would do it. Like that's how if I was making a list like that, and I can't really make a list for the whole community because I'm just SIBA. I don't really know these guys. Like if I'm telling you right now, this list I'm looking at Blix. I mean, I know who Fab is, but he doesn't play anything competitive. He just plays 1v1 me and overnights and stage. Like I don't understand. BP, I know he plays some shit, but he doesn't play in SIBA, so I can't respect it. Joe knows doesn't play SIBA, he'd have to go silver. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't play SIBA, me personally, you shouldn't be anything higher than fucking silver if you don't play SIBA. I'm sorry. This is the most competitive league that there is. You know, there's 40 teams in the pro level. You have to actually get to the pro level first, and you got to win here. Like this league is chewed up and spit out so many fucking top tier players that just didn't have the grit to win here. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're not playing here, I don't think you should be on the list. I'm looking at the Yay Not Gaming list on Twitter. I don't really give this guy's lists that much credibility after he put us in like a gold tier with WR Select for like leagues. To me, these lists don't mean shit. But it's just I just want to see like who. Oh, look, Brow is silver. See, Brow has won in SIBA though, so I know this is not a SIBA list. This is a community list, right? So I would probably stick Brow gold. I don't know why Asta's gold. Raged is on there. He's gold. I can see that, right? I can see that. I don't know why Asta would be gold. Like I feel like there's some things about this list is just not paying attention to. Like he's just not, bro. Like you can't be paying attention if you have fucking Asta at gold. He doesn't even play the game anymore. I don't know Rec Combo like Kenny. I don't know some of these guys. I know who Precise is, right? And Precise is in high school, right? He's getting his high school career. I'd have to get with Mad Voltage to see if he actually qualified for a college scholarship to move up to the next level in SIBA. If he's going to college, he's going to be highly sought after. Zig thinks he should be at least silver. Yo, let's do it, bro. I mean, go let him know. You know, go let him know. 100%. I see why Joe knows is platinum, right? Because he's popular and shit like that. But I'm sorry, dude. Overnight tournaments and middays should not be considered at all for these lists. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, what are we doing, including overnight tournaments and middays in these lists? They're just a bunch of teams thrown together with fucking 6 teams, 5. You're lucky if you get 8 teams in the tournament, right? What the fuck are we talking about? Like, why are we using this to judge anybody? Overnight and midday tournaments should serve one purpose and one purpose only. You ain't got nothing else going on. You want to make quick cash? Let's go play some 2K. Let's go play. You know what I'm saying? Let's go have some fun. Play against some good players. That shouldn't, bro. A one-night tournament should not fucking, bro. That should not be considered. I'm sorry, man. You know, the only things that should be considered are real major tour, like the Hoff actual league. Yeah, 100%. The Dunk League. Yeah. The overnight tournaments, not a fucking chance. No way. WR League, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like those like regular league, like the major tournaments, yes. How much money you went out there? Yes. SEBA, fucking more than all of them. I'll sit here to the day I die. I want somebody that's not in SEBA, that's part of the 2K Prime community, come and fucking debate me any day of the week on why I'll give you a point by point. I will give you a bullet point presentation as to why SEBA above every single league, including the UPA leagues, is probably the place where you should get graded the most. 40 fucking teams, 18-game regular season, no forfeits, everybody plays. Conferences, divisions, not everybody makes the playoffs. I don't want to hear this bullshit. It's a draft league. Don't give me that. I don't want to hear not the best players play here. Look, you got all these players, they don't play here. Fuck them. If they don't play here, it's because they're pussy. That's why. I'll say it, bro. I don't give a fuck. Joe knows his pussy. He don't fucking play here. They should, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. And if they played here, they would have to bust their ass to win. Any one of those names that played that would play here, they have to bust their ass. Splashy would have to bust his ass. Green Light asking me to skip high school and college, go straight to the pros. Now he's playing high school because he's with fucking on Nap's team. Fab, playing in SEBA does nothing for me. So you play fucking stage and overnight tournaments. The fuck out of here, bro. These dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? Twins, they're little kids. I don't really want to pick on little kids. They're just going to follow the track. Well, actually, I saw a post where they turned 20. So fuck them. You're 20 years old. Fuck you. You got no competitive bone in your body. Buke just won the UPAs, bitching on fucking Twitter that he didn't get drafted. Fuck out of here. You don't play here, you shouldn't be on this list. End of story. That's why they don't. Yo, Black Labels. That's why they don't like me, man. That's why Caja told me no orgs recruit me. I'm not allowed to say this stuff because I run a league. I just sound like a hater. I tear people down. I'm negative. I'm what's wrong with the community. If I was just a regular random dude making YouTube videos, then I would get a lot of fucking, people would actually engage me. But, since I run a league, it just looks like I'm trying to tear everybody down to make myself look good. That's the way that's the way people see it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you think I'm wrong, bro, please come up and tell me I'm wrong. Come tell me I'm wrong and where exactly I'm wrong. I need to know, bro. My thing is, bro, I don't want people agreeing with me. I don't want anybody agreeing with me. I want people to tell me, yo, Feets, you're fucking wrong and fucked up. And here's why. I want to hear it, bro. I love that debate. That's why I can't stand people say, yo, if you disagree with Feets, he's going to ban. No, bro. I want people to disagree with me. I want somebody to come up here right now and tell me how much of a dick I am, how I'm wrong, how I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I would love that, bro. I would love that, 100%. Scrolling along Twitter. Let's see what else they fucking got. Well, he's got point guards. Did he do any other positions? Just point guards? Look at all the retweets, bro. Look at all the attention it got, bro. This is what's, bro. I'm telling you right now, this is what's popular, man. Lists, mock drafts, people, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm seeing shit for LGBA on my timeline. See what this fucking kid did, bro? See what this fucking dude Camping Bro did? I never saw this league on my timeline before. Like, now I'm seeing it on there. I'm seeing that shit everywhere now. I'm starting to see different shit on my timeline now. That's crazy. Nate, like some of these people I just don't know. It's cool to see ISO Ross. I don't really know ISO Ross outside of SIBA though, so I got to do my research. You know what I'm saying? I have to see. You know, he's not bronze. He's up there. He's up there in the same category as Brow, and Brow's a champion and an MVP in this league. So that's the team that won the Chip and LG went 17-15 in SIBA High School. Oh, that you talking about that league that I just saw on my timeline? The one that's not even Camperbro could be a coach in? That's fucking funny. You know what though? I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really knock leagues for not having a lot of comp because you know that was the knock on SIBA for so many years, man. People used to trash me in my league for so many years. There's no comp in there. Everybody sucks. And when they used to say that, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Good. You know what I'm saying? Like, good. I don't want the comp players. They're all a bunch of fucking headaches. You know? Oh, we got hired as their son's coach? Well, that's what. Hey, listen. You know, all I do is give information. Hey, you ain't not gaming in this. Hey, yo, I'm glad you're here. Finally, I got somebody that will tell me fuck off. So, all right, so yay, I got a little beef with your list. I want you to tell me what you think. Right? So, yay, listen up. I want to make sure I want to make sure that you're paying attention so you can respond because I really need somebody on here to tell me how I'm wrong, why I'm wrong. I need it, bro. I need it. I can't have people just show up into my stream and agree with me. I need people to tell me to go fuck myself. I need people to tell me, yo, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking at the list, the point guards. And I will say this iteration of the list is a lot better than the one you made last time, right? But here's my beef with the list. On the platinum, you got Buke, Little Twin, Splashy, Joe Knows, BP, Fab, and Blix. Right? I'm not giving no SIBA bias. I'm not giving no SIBA bias. All I'm saying is this. SIBA, this is not bias when I say this, right? This is, guys, hold up. This is not bias when I say this. This is not bias. I can prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. This is not bias when I say this. SIBA is the most competitive league in the 2K community. It is the most competitive. If you don't know much about SIBA, I'll explain it. It is a 40-team draft league. It is a 40-team draft league. All 40 teams at the pro level have 18 regular season games scheduled. All the games get finished. We have never forfeited a game ever in 4 years. Like, for example, the NBA, right? When was the last time, like, the Knicks only played 75 games and they just didn't load up or get on the court for, like, their last 7 games? Like, that never happens. That never happens in SIBA. Everybody plays, right? We don't start the playoffs till every regular season game is done. Now, we have 40 teams at the pro level, right? Each conference, we have 2 conferences. We have the Wu-Tang Conference and we have the Shaolin Conference, right? Those 2 conferences have 20 teams each. And those conferences are broken down into 4 separate divisions with 5 teams in them each. Now, out of those teams in each conference, right, 12 out of the 20 make the playoffs. That means 8 teams don't qualify for the postseason. So even when a team is like 2-10, they're still finishing their season. Even though they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, everybody still shows up and plays and finishes their season out. We don't start the playoffs so everybody gets finished. So we have a 40-team pro level league where you draft. Why it's important that it's draft? Because, all right, so when you're looking at, for example, when you're looking at black market, right? When you're looking at Joe Knows, and yeah, you know this to be true. Who in their right mind won't want to play with Joe Knows? Do you think Joe Knows can go out there, make one post on Twitter, and he can't get the best players to load up for him? I mean, they win. You're going to be playing in front of a few thousand views on Twitch. All they have to do is make a post on Twitter, and they'll recruit the best. Liquid Pro-Am, all they got to do is make a post on Twitter. They recruit the best. All of these orgs can do that, right? In SIBA, you're sitting there in the draft, and you're just waiting to see where you go. And in SIBA, you can keep players. So a lot of those times, just like in real life, like when you play for the 2K League, right? You got drafted. There was already players in the locker room already. Like, for example, when Anthony Edwards got drafted to the Timberwolves, right? #1 overall, he went into a locker room where there was already players on there. So he was the rookie on the team, and he had to adjust to what they were doing. They have a coach, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not rambling. I'm trying to break it down as to why SIBA is the most competitive league out there. I don't see any way that you can list anyone platinum if they don't play here. If they can't do it in SIBA, I don't see any way they could be platinum. Just like you have players that are in SIBA, but they don't play anywhere else, I don't think they should be platinum either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to play everywhere, and SIBA's got to be included in that. Like, if you don't play SIBA, there's no way in hell. It's not a SIBA, bro. It's not a SIBA bias. Why would it be? So, if these guys didn't play WR, would you list them on the platinum? If these guys didn't play WR, if they played only small leagues and overnight tournaments, but they stayed out of WR, they stayed out of MPBA. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a draft versus BYOT. What I'm saying is, like, if those guys didn't play the big leagues, you couldn't possibly list them as platinum. All I'm saying is, if someone like JBM didn't play SIBA, is he not platinum? I don't know. Listen, again, this has become a competitive league. I'll ask you this question. If someone like JBM doesn't play WR, is he platinum? Would you put him platinum? That's my question. If somebody's like, yo, I'm not playing WR or any UPA affiliated leagues at all. I'm just playing these smaller leagues and overnight tournaments. Could you possibly, in good conscience, put them platinum? If you answer no, then I got to say the same thing about SIBA too. I have to say it about SIBA also. I have to say it about this league, because this league at this point has become super competitive. You know what I'm saying? So things change. And Bert is right. The 2K League is a draft league. Who didn't play SIBA that's platinum? I'll shorten it. The only player on that list that played SIBA that's platinum is Meter Dunk. Hoot is a rookie coming out of the college level. He's in our draft. Greenlight is starting high school. So those guys are making it. But only Meter Dunk. And by the way, Meter Dunk has won a championship here too. So he's done it here. He's won a championship at the highest level in SIBA. So I got no beef with him being there. I understand Greenlight. Listen, I understand Greenlight. I get it playing in 2K League. I understand that, right? But Joe Knows never played in 2K League. You know what I'm saying? Every time I watch Joe Knows stream, he's playing and they play in every league, from the smallest little bullshit league to the UPA affiliated leagues. Everywhere else but SIBA. And my thing is, like, we're not ranking teams. You know what I'm saying? We're not ranking black market. We're ranking them as an individual. He's beating the best BYOT teams, but remember, he's beating them with his team. He has access to the best players. You know what I'm saying? He has access to the best players. So we're ranking Joe Knows. We're not ranking black market. If you were gonna rank the teams, right? I can understand what you're saying. Like, if you were gonna rank the teams, right? And you wanted to rank his team near the top platinum, I get it, because that's their team. They're beating all the top teams, right? But if you're ranking the individual players, if you're ranking him as an individual player, I think it's disingenuous to put him platinum as an individual player if he doesn't do it at the most competitive league for individual players. Like this is like SIBA is not a league for teams. Like Black Market can't just enter SIBA. They can't do that. You have to join and go through the high school level, make it to college, make it to pro. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to work your way up as an individual. You can't rely on your hand-picked teammates here. I'm not saying anything about BYOT like trying to make it less legitimate. You know, like saying like, yo, Black Market isn't a top team or Spicy Boys aren't a top team. Like they play in those leagues where you can bring your own brand in. I'm saying if you're going to rank individual players, yeah, you can use those leagues. Like you can use those leagues and tournaments to rank them. I feel like you should never use an overnight or a midday tournament ever. I don't think those should ever count towards a rank because those are just money, you know, like those are just quick payouts. But if you're going to rank individual players, I feel like, yo, they have to go through SIBA though. Like I feel like, in my opinion, if you were going to really make a list, it's not the end all. I'm not saying it's the end all be all. Here's the thing. You think I'm being SIBA biased and saying like, yo, SIBA should be the only thing that counts. All I'm saying is SIBA should count and hold as much weight as the other major leagues to the point where if you're not going to put a player in that doesn't play in the UPA affiliated leagues, you should feel the same way about a player that doesn't play in SIBA. And I get it. We're not partnered or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm just some fucking old dickhead from Brooklyn that made a league. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like this is what SIBA has become. It has become the most competitive league. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a proving ground for so many players. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and this is really the only league out there that is really going to test you as an individual. Because you got to remember, man, you're going to get drafted and you have to, it's all about what you bring to the table. Like, all right, Joe Knows can go out there and find whoever he wants to play, right? Joe Knows has his style. Everybody makes fun of it. It's 5 out, blah, 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 but it works, right? It works because he has a team that's custom built to accentuate what he does and to compensate for his flaws. In SIBA, though, he's going to get drafted to a team, and he's got to make it's all about what he's going to bring to the table. It's what Joe Knows playing in SIBA. It's gonna be less about what you can do for him, and it's going to be more about, all right, what do I bring to the table as an individual player? How can I make this? How can I help this team win? What do I have to do to help this team win? Because every season we have a champion, right? Every season we crown a champ. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to win. A team of individual players that got drafted is going to win in SIBA. And, you know, honestly, if 2K League coaches are not talking about draft leagues, that's shame on them because the 2K League is a draft league. Is it not? I mean, you don't see Liquid Pro-Am in the draft league. You don't see Spicy Boys there. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, what did we watch? We watched the draft. We watched all these players that play for all these brands and orgs. What did they do? They sat there and waited to get drafted. Same thing that we're going to do on February 3rd. It's not going to be in person in Orlando, Florida, right? I'm not going to have celebrities call the names up, but same thing. We do the same thing that the 2K League does, just on a smaller scale. These guys have been grinding since last season ended. These guys are going to be, at the end of the day, these guys in SIBA are going to be, for the last 14 to 15 days, they're going to be playing combine games. They're going to be playing pickup games. They're going to be having conversations with coaches, having interviews with coaches. And on February 3rd, they're all going to be hoping to hear their name called on draft day. Same thing that these players do for the 2K League. This is a microcosm of the 2K League. Like, this is as close to the 2K League as you're going to get. So that's why, for me personally, like, if we're going to rank individual players, you have to be, like, SIBA has to be a rite of passage. To be honest, I'll be straight up honest with you guys. If we're talking realistic, like if we want to be realistic in this community, right? If we want to be real in this community and really put an effort in grading players and putting the best players out there, SIBA should be the rite of passage for every player. I'm not saying it's got to be the end-all, be-all, but right now, you got to admit it, the UPA is the end-all, be-all. Because if you don't play in the UPAs, if you can't get to the LAN event, you're not getting looked at. I don't know how it's SIBA bias though. Listen. So is it UPA bias to say that, yo, if you don't play at this LAN event, you have no chance of getting drafted? Is it UPA biased that the 2K League itself sponsored the event and put their combine and combined the UPA event with their combine, their official combine? That's not bias? If what I'm saying is bias, then there's a shit ton of UPA bias everywhere. And it's sanctioned and fucking paid for by the 2K League. That's obvious. I'm not even saying it's bias. I'm not even saying it's bias. I'm not saying there's a UPA bias, right? I'm saying if what I'm saying is bias and there's a SIBA bias, then there's got to be a UPA bias. That's all I'm saying. You can't have one without the other, bro. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like the reason why SIBA should be a rite of passage for anybody that wants to go to the 2K League, it's obvious. You're trying to, like, every player's dream is trying to get there. You got First Half Jay on there. He wants to go to the 2K League, right? What's the closest thing you could get to? How can that be true when Buke didn't get drafted after killing it in person? Guess what? Here's my opinion on the Buke situation, right? I'll give you my opinion. Maybe unpopular, but I'll give you my opinion. Just because you won the UPA event doesn't mean you're owed a draft spot. Winning the UPA event doesn't get you drafted to the 2K League. Just because you won. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, hey, my team won the national championship, the NCAA national championship. How come my whole starting five isn't in the NBA? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how it works. Like, you won the championship at the UPA, but it's different. First of all, there was only 30-something people drafted. You're not owed a draft spot on a fucking 2K League team just because you won. But honestly, there is a lot of bias in the Pro-Am community. Me personally, I don't see it as SIBA bias. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it should be a right of, like, if you want to really rank play, if you really want to really rank players, better yet, more than rank players, if you're a 2K League franchise, right, and you're about to pay money, you're about to pay some kid's salary, pay for their medical benefits, their room and board, fly them out. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to pay that money to do that, don't you want to know beforehand how they handle themselves in an amateur draft league before you invest in that person? Don't you want to know their character? Like, I can tell you every single person that's ever quit out from their SIBA team that didn't have the heart to finish because their team sucked. Like, don't you want to know who these players are? Like, shouldn't this be a rite of passage? Like, before you invest money and time into that person? Like, if you can quit out on a team from the comfort of your fucking couch, just imagine when you got to move out of market and live with a bunch of people you don't know and don't get along with, and you're losing and you got to see those people every day, bro. That's a shitty situation. Don't you want to know, like, who's mature enough to handle that? Because trust me, I've been doing this for 4 years and I only do draft, bro. I only run one league and that is it. That is all. So this is my territory. This is my zone. That's why I got so offended when you put us in the same category as Select, because, like, this is what I do. I don't load up 2K unless it's for SIBA. I don't talk about 2K unless it's for SIBA. I bleed this shit. This is all I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Select is like, the UPAs have their LAN event. They have their tournament. They got Rising Stars. If you like a draft league, we have a draft league if you want. I don't run it part-time. It is SIBA and that's it. SIBA over everything. That is all I do. I don't have just a draft league, but I also have a BYOT league. Also, if you want to play 3v3, I have a 3v3. If you want, none of that. All I do, everything I do when it comes to 2K, you're not getting, I just want to let you know, I'm not dragging you for it. I'm not dragging you. My question to you was, if you're going to make these lists, are you going to make them just for the sake of making them for fun? Or do you want to be like, this is a legit list? Like, how serious are you making it? Because me personally, like, do I make do I run SIBA for fun, for shits and giggles? Or do I do it because I have a passion for it because I want SIBA to be the best. If I ran it for shits and giggles, guess what I would do? I would charge people money to play here. I wouldn't give a shit if the seasons get ended or not. I would just have 2 weeks, play your games, and we'll just skip to the playoffs like everybody else does, bro. I would just make some money off it, and that's it. Like me, I take it serious, and the product that I have reflects in how much energy and care and passion I put into it. So that was my question to you about these lists that you're making. Like, are you making it with like passion behind it? Are you putting like, you know what I'm saying? Are you like before? All right. So my thing is like, if I was to make a list, bro, I'm taking out a pad and a pen. I'm writing shit down. I'm watching everything. I'm watching WR. I'm watching these guys, bro. Because like, when you watch ESPN and they have their mock draft for like the NFL draft, like these journalists are doing their homework. That's their career. Like that's what they do. That's what defines them. Like Mel Kiper, like that dude does real research. He's at games. He's talking to coaches. He's at the fucking, like he's sitting there in the stands during the NFL draft combine and taking a look at all the stats and the 40 times and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm doing something free for the community. I'm getting dragged on it. This is just a start. It'll be a point system that I haven't posted yet. Some leagues and tiers will hold more weight than other leagues. The point system will then determine tiers as time goes by. I like that idea. I do. I like that idea. These preliminary lists, though, like, I'll reserve judgment for them for down the road. Then I will. All I'm saying is, like, before going forward, what I would recommend, honestly, if you're gonna rank individual players, it's gonna take a hell of a lot of mental gymnastics to justify listing players platinum that don't play in SIBA. That's all I'm saying, bro. You want to say it's bias? I don't think it's biased. If I wasn't running SIBA and I saw like I'll tell you right now, if you don't play in UPA leagues, there's no way in hell you should rank them platinum. If all you do is play overnight tournaments and you don't stick with the same team, I don't think you should go platinum, bro. I don't think so. I don't think that at all. And I'm going to say the same thing about SIBA. If you can't play SIBA, I don't think you should be platinum, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to put my thing is you have to put SIBA now with the rest of those leagues. Like don't think of SIBA as a draft league is what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like look at it as high as MPBA and WR. And if those top players don't want to play here, you already know why they don't want to play here. They're not going to step out of their comfort zone. Yeah, you know that already. A lot of these guys are not going to step out of their comfort zone. They're not going to give up their cocoon, right, that they're in because they can play with the team that they cherry pick. And that's all well and good. That's great, bro. That's great. You got a brand. Like, I'm down with the Spicy Boys. I'm down with Glue Guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch Bodega Cats play, all that stuff. People take pride in their brand, man, their esports org. And it gets very competitive, trying to find the best players. Right now, you got people talking about paying salaries, right? They're talking about paying salaries for 2K to play amateur pro-am. This is insane, you know what I'm saying? But it's getting highly competitive, and I'm all for that, right? At the same time, though, when it comes to ranking individual players, I can't see any way where it could be justified that you can be ranked top and not playing the most competitive. Listen, if this was a regular draft league, I'd hate throwing draft leagues under the bus, but you put Select in the same category as us. If you play Select, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a draft league. That SIBA is a different world, bro. It is a different world, man. It is a different monster altogether. It is. We've had 2K League players come here and be part of losing teams. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a mid-season tournament. No, we don't do mid-season tournaments. We just do we have our off-season where we have the combine, then we have the draft, and right after the draft, we have an 18-game regular season. It's an open schedule, meaning coaches schedule on their own time, but there is a unspoken like deadline of 3 weeks. Like you have to finish your games within 3 weeks. If you don't finish your regular season games within 3 weeks, we postpone the playoffs until it's all finished. But that's not a good look on a coach. Like if a coach can't finish their 18 games within a 3-week time frame, 2 seasons in a row, there's a high possibility that they get removed as coach. You know what I'm saying? So But we don't do a mid-season tournament. We don't do none of that. It's free to join. I've had this league. I have not made a cent off any of the players in SIBA. I've never charged anybody to play here. The only money I make off SIBA is doing Twitch. I sell certain like tiers in the Discord, have access to certain channels that they're not supposed to have access to. And what other way did I make money off this shit? That's it. Those two ways. That's all. I sold like a couple of hoodies. That's it. Oh, and advertising space on our courts and jerseys. So if you have a business and you want to advertise in SIBA, you don't pay me. You pay the coach, and I split it with the coach. So, for example, if you had your own business, if you had like if you ran your own like gaming chair company, right? Like Zip Chair Gaming, right? And you came up to me and you said, "Yo, Feach, I want to partner. I want a sponsorship with SIBA. I want my logo on your team courts." I would tell you that you don't pay me for that. You got to go to each individual team and negotiate a price with that head coach. So Slim Jordy coaches criminology, right? I would tell you, listen, criminology went 12-6 last season. They're in the playoffs a lot. You want to go to Poisonous Darts, they're in the playoffs a lot. You want to go to Supreme Clientele. Those teams are always in the playoffs. They're always playing meaningful games in the regular season because they have coaches that know what they're doing, right? You would go to them and they would talk to you. Well, I want $100 if you want the logo here. If you want the logo on the court and on the jerseys, it's $200. And whatever you negotiate with that coach and you pay them, they send me half. So you can't go to me and just pay me. And I say, yo, every team has to have the logo on the court because I get in trouble with that because it's impossible for me to keep up and make sure the logos are on everybody's court. So, and I want to be able to put the money into the coaches' pockets, right? Like you got other draft leagues, they charge you to be a GM. In SIBA, it's free to join. You can make money as a coach on your own hustle. You want to hustle a sponsorship on your own? Go ahead and do that. The only thing that I ask from these guys, split it with me 50-50 because it is my platform. You wouldn't have this opportunity otherwise. I've done all the fucking work to build this foundation for you so you can run this team and make some ad money. So we're going to split it 50-50. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I ask. Other than that, bro, it's free, bro. I don't charge somebody to play here. I get DMs every day from people I don't even know. Hey, how can I be a coach? They think that because with other draft leagues, you could just pay a GM fee. How much is it to be a GM? I tell them, it's free to join. If you really want to be a coach, I'll put you at the high school level. You can run your own high school team, and we'll see how you do there. If you do well and you're winning after a few seasons, we'll move you up to college. And if you're winning at the college level, then we'll get you a pro join. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we give not just players a chance, we give like people who want to coach and get into that side an opportunity. And you could be anybody off the street. You sink or you swim based on your own work ethic. That's it. That's how it works. I'm older than everybody. I'm the oldest dude you're going to meet in this community. I'm going to be 42 in April. So I was born in 82. I'm from a different generation than a lot of these guys. My parents are both hardworking, blue collar. While my mom was a homemaker, my dad was a school teacher. He graduated college. He's from Puerto Rico. He came to this country poor. I learned my work ethic from them. My mother's family comes from Italian immigrants. So I come from an immigrant household, both sides of my family, and I'm from Brooklyn. So, I have a different view of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like, you got to work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way. See, I don't give anybody anything. I don't give away participation trophies. I don't move people up. I don't promote you to the next level. You promote yourself. Whenever you're ready to go is when you're ready to go. So, for example, if you join SIBA as a raw prospect and you join as a raw prospect, the first level you got to make is high school. You cannot message me and say, Feach, can you put me on a high school team? I can't do that for you. You have to get scouted by the coaches. A coach from the high school level has to say, yo, I think you're good. I want you on my team. I can't force them to take you. I'm not going to put you on a team. I'll give you the opportunity and I'll give you the invite link. And the playground runs 24 hours, 7 days a week on my soul. All fucking hours of the night and day, this fucking Discord is playing tens lobbies. That is not an exaggeration. I don't say that on Twitter for my health or to promote it. If you're in the Discord, you will see at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, whatever time, there are TENS lobbies going on all the fucking time. So you will have access to the playground. You can play as much as you want, but how far you go in SIBA is up to you. How do you keep about people who are not taking the position serious? Listen, if you don't take the position, if you talk about coaching, Hardaway, if you don't take the position serious, you're never going to progress. You know what I'm saying? Like you're never going to progress. You're eventually going to fall off by yourself. I don't got to do anything to you. I don't got to kick you out at the high school level. There's no set schedule. It's an open schedule. Literally, you can play whoever you want. We have 3 criteria for how you get ranked: the amount of games you've played, the strength of your schedule, and your win-loss record. So if you don't have all 3 strong, you're not going to make the tournament. So if you're at high school and you don't take it serious, you're just going to sit there in high school forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just never going to move up. The coaches that take it serious will eventually move up to college. So that's it. You know, like we'll give anybody a shot at the high school level. But when it comes to college, you got to get promoted. And most of the time, I don't promote the high school coaches to college. That's Mad Voltage's job. And he has his consultants like Hearn with him that he has to help him out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the criteria that they use, you know? So if you want to take it serious, I understand there's a lot of troll. Listen, people tell me that all the time. One of the things I want to say about my league is like, it's a lot of trolls, bro. There's over 6,000 people in the fucking Discord. At any given time, there's over 1,000 people active in the fucking Discord at any given time. You're talking about the internet. You're talking about a gaming community. This is a breeding ground. The gaming community and the internet is a breeding ground for trolls. That's where trolls come from. So of course you're gonna get trolls in SIBA. But guess what happens to the trolls in SIBA? Do they move up as coach? No. Look at what I had to do to one of them. Look at what I had to do to one of them. I had to get rid of him because he was fucking saying some racist shit on the fucking stream. Stalking people's fucking Instagram. Trying to hit up their wives and girlfriends on Instagram. And as much as serious as he took SIBA, enough was enough, bro. Like. His behavior was the type of shit that was going to get my shit fucking, shut down or destroyed. You know what I mean? At some point, it's just like you got to cut bait with certain people. That's what happens to trolls. At some point, you're going to troll to the point where you're not even worth keeping on anymore. But yeah, if you're still listening, that was the only, beef I had with the list. I was just saying, like, in this competitive, as competitive as SIBA is on this environment, like, there's no way in hell you can rank players if they don't play in SIBA. It's not bias. I don't consider that bias. I'm just taking a look at just being objective, right? Taking a look at what SIBA has become. Forget about what it used to be. It used to be a small league. Think about what it is now. We had 2K League players that have been playing here for a little while now. And they also played high school and college. And to think about what it takes, to get to the SIBA Pro level. Yay, you got to join. Everybody goes through the same shit. I let some 2K League pros skip the process, but I'm not doing that anymore. But Bear the Beast played high school. He won the state championship. So did Miami TNB, the Real Tay. A lot of these guys that got drafted, bro, they went through the high school level. They got to get on a high school team. Then they got to get recruited to the college level. And as you can assume, who plays at college? Only the best high school players. So everybody can play high school, right? As long as you're active, you don't even got to be that good. You just got to be active and you'll end up getting on a high school team. But the top players out of high school, they all get picked to go to college. And college is only 16 teams. And I would say, I wish Voltage was here. He'd tell me. I think there's only 30 available spots for college. There's 200 and something of eligible. There's over 250 eligible high school players to move up to college. And only about 34 of them are moving up. So you can tell right off the bat, when you get to college, you're good. And that's our second level. That's not even the pro level. That's our second level. If you have about 250 players that all qualify for a college scholarship and only 34 of them are available, there's about 40 available. We have 3. All right, so there you go. There's about 40 spots at our college level available. And on the top recruits list, which is the players that qualified, that played enough games to qualify for a spot in college, there's 300. I'm gonna fucking do the math right now. 40 divided by 300. As a matter of fact, 40 divided by 300. 13%. Yay, listen to this. 13% of all the players from high school that qualify for college move up to the college level. That should tell you right there that once you get to the pro level, right? Once you get to SEBA Pro, you had to go through that fucking bottleneck of 13%. And then you still qualify for the draft, and now you're here. There's no fucking way, bro. There's no way that SEBA is not considered as a top, as like, there's no way you can consider players platinum if they don't make it through here. This is the ultimate proving ground. Like, this should be if normal people were running the 2K league, right? If normal people were running it and it wasn't some gatekeeping, buddy community and shit like that. If real people were running the 2K league, SEBA would be the rite of passage to get there. I know you listen. You don't, and the beautiful thing about it is, I know you don't have the time to watch 700 people play. I get it. The best part about it is, all you gotta do is watch SEBA Pros. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna list, like, I wouldn't list anybody in high school and college on a list. Wait till they get to the pros. It's 40 teams. You know what I'm saying? There's a few hundred there, but like, there's 40 teams, and you can watch playoffs. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even watch all 700 people play, and it's my league. I got high school admins. I don't even know, bro, the players that are on the draft board for season 23 that are coming out of college, bro, I only heard of like 10 of them. I didn't even hear of them all. There's too many for me to keep up. I got admins at the high school level. They take care of the whole high school. It's their job. I tell them how to rank it, and I tell them what the criteria is, and they do everything that I tell them to do, and they do it my way. So they go from high school to college. I don't know who they are, right? Unless you're one of the best of the best. Then they get to college. I still don't know who most of them are in college. It's only when they get to the pro level and they're on the draft board. Now I'm watching them in the pro combines. That's when I don't even follow them, bro. You don't have to watch 700 people play. But all you got to do is pay attention to pros. That's it. It's all you got to do is just pay attention to the SEBA Pro level, the 40 teams. And I don't know what else goes into your criteria for the lists, but if you want, my door is always open. I'm easy to contact on Twitter. If you're in Discord, you can hit me up. Character issues from players. If you want to include that into your list and you want to ask me, hey, how did this dude do in SEBA? Did he quit on his team? I will tell you about the comp players, like the best of the best, like these, everybody sweats these guys. I will tell you how they handled adversity. I'll give you the honest scouting report on them. I will tell you how they treated their teammates. I will tell you how motivated they were when the team went on a 4-game losing streak. Were they ready to pack it in, or did they fucking dig themselves into the dirt and get to work and work harder? Did they fold from a 4-game losing streak, or did they focus? I could even tell you that too if you're going to include stuff like that into your list, because to be quite honest, I include that in my pre-draft rankings. There's a lot of good players that are ranked low on my pre-draft ranking list because they just don't have heart. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the competitive spirit. They're good at the game. They know how to fade. They know how to green, all that stuff, right? They know how to meter dunk, all that shit, right? But when the going gets tough and their team is like 6-5 and they were 6-1, but they lost 4 straight games, they folded up. They become toxic. They don't want to be there anymore. They make it worse. They're not the type of players that are going to be leaders in the party and in the locker room and say, yo, enough's enough, bro. We lost 4 straight games. If you're not taking it serious, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's where you want your best players. I just had a space. You guys remember the spaces we had the other day? I got rid of Austin Reeves and I brought Midi Fade back. Remember the conversation I had when people were criticizing me for taking Austin Reeves off the draft board? What did I tell you guys? I said, yo, There's the shithead mentality that you get from the 2K League, and then there's the old man fucking 42-year-old mentality. You got two different mentalities in this community. You got the shithead mentality, which everybody thinks they deserve to get their asses kissed just because they're good at the game, right? And how dare they lose or be on a bad team. Then you got the fucking old school mentality, my mentality, right? When you're good at the game, you lead by example, right? You're one of the best players in the draft. You're one of the best players in the league, right? Your team is 2-4 right now. You're not doing well. Are you the type of person that, yo, trade me off this team? Yo, get me out of here. Yo, free me. Yo, somebody rescue me. Or are you the type of player to be like, yo, if you don't want to fucking be here, ask for a trade or get released. I only want players that are going to play here and get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of fucking person are you? To me, bro, I'm old school. I'm the second person. But there's too many people in this 2K community that have the shithead mentality. And a few of them play in the 2K League, which is why, bro, people are so concerned, right, about how I see it all the time in the timeline, right? Yo, nobody gives a shit about the 2K League, or like people are bashing it, or it's not. You got a ton of players in the fucking 2K League that don't belong there. Not because of their skill level, but because of their character. They got no fucking heart, bro. They got no grit. You know what I'm saying? Like they got no. They're not the type of players that you want to follow. They don't got what it takes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just good at the game. But they're young, they're immature, they're fucking soft. That's a big problem, bro. And like, yo, you see people like you see Austin Reeves bashing Seba. No wonder, yeah, he got kicked out. Well, he didn't get kicked out, he left. I just took him off the draft board. I said, yo, we'll try you next draft. There's too many people that are fucking they expect to be handed shit, and that's the biggest problem, bro. Not with just with the generations in general, man. Too many kids expected to be handed shit. I'm good at the game, and you know, Sportstein listed me as a top tier, so how dare I be on a losing team? Like Bert just said, egos for no reasons, because you got on a list from Champ. And he put you at, you know, I'm not trying to diss Ye. Yo, Ye listed me as platinum on his list, bro. And I'm sitting here on a Seba team and they're 1-6. Get me off this team. I'm better than this. What the fuck? Then maybe you shouldn't have been platinum then. Should a platinum player be on a 1-6 team? You're supposed to make that team better. You're supposed to make that. You're the man, bro. You're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to be the cornerstone of the franchise. Not asking for a way out. Not saying get me off this team. You should be telling the players that are not helping you win, get the fuck off the team if you don't want to be here. I'm the best player on this team. I'm a platinum level point guard. I'm a top 10 pick. I'm out here busting my ass. And no, I don't need a haircut, bro. My hair is mad short. I'm a top 10 player in this league, bro. I don't want people around me that aren't giving me the same effort that I'm putting in. That's the type of that's the type of school of thought that I'm from. That's why I'm not compatible with the rest of this community. That's why a lot of people can't stand me, because I'm old school. If you're the best fucking player on the team, bro, you have to lead by example. Yo, you guys won't even believe how many fucking top level players that are in my DMs. Yo, trade me. A 2K League coach was in my DMs all last season asking to be traded. A 2K League coach. Bro, a 2K League coach. He coaches players in the 2K League, bro. Like, he's a fucking coach, dog. I can't get traded off this team. Like, bro, you coach at the highest level. You can't deal with this league from the comfort of your home. This is supposed to be for fun. Oh, I'm telling you right now, it's a different world, man. It's a different world than the one I fucking grew up in, bro. It really is. For any of you listening out there, bro, and you're on these top lists and everything like that, and you're a top player and shit like that, and you're supposed to be the top player in post-draft, if you're listening right now, bro, look, you need to have the grit off the court, bro. You have to have that personality to match. I'm telling you know who has that? Dayfry's got that. Honestly, I was fucking shocked how motivated this dude was to play. Seba for this dude was the perfect league, bro. There's other players just like him too. You know what I'm saying? There's other players just like him too. But like, bro, him competitive. KJ Splash is another one. KJ Splash, my boy, bro. Like, yo, whatever team takes me, I'm giving it my all. He's not loud. He doesn't have the personality to get loud in the locker room and shit like that. But Dave Fry does. If you're slacking on Dave Fry's team, he's not looking to be traded. He's looking to get you traded, bro. He's looking to get you kicked off. Stockton May's up there, but I never really heard Stockton May. Ubots is up there. But see, let me tell you something about Ubots. Ubots was the same way, but Ubots is a little kid, and he's really, like, annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's cursing his team out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's disrespectful to us because he's a kid. He's only 18 years old. Like, he's the type of kid that, like, if he got an Xbox S for Christmas, he'd throw it at the tree and get mad because he didn't get a Series X. You know what I'm saying? Like, he comes off as that type of kid. But he's young. He's got a lot of growing up to do as a person. You know what I'm saying? He's just a young man. He's not even fucking 20 yet. So I'm sure he'll learn. Maybe he'll learn and he'll grow into that. But Ubots on the team, when the team was 1-3, he straight up told Paul Whites, yo, get the fuck off the team if you're not going to give 100%. They got rid of Paul Whites and they started winning. And they won the championship. That's how, look, be like Ubots, except have more maturity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, as a top player, you tell the players on your team that are selling you, that are not giving it their all, yo, if you don't want to be here, leave. If you are a top, and I'm not talking just about SEBA. If you're on the Spicy Boys, if you're on Liquid Pro-Am, if you're on fucking Glue Guys, if you're on Zero Gaming, if you're on fucking Bodega Cats, whatever team you're on out there, right? And your team is struggling, and you know that you're a top player, if you got players that you feel are not giving their 100%, you know what you do? Tell them, yo, if you don't want to be here, leave. We'll find somebody else. Anybody that doesn't want to fucking be here and give their effort can take a hike. Watch what the responses you get, bro. I'm telling you, man. Listen, this is not just for 2K. This is for the rest of your life. When you want to have kids and be a father, you're going to have to teach your kids, bro. Like, do you want to raise bullies? Do you want to raise little shitbags that can't survive in the real world? Or do you want to raise leaders, bro? A leader steps up and takes responsibility. That's what a leader does. A leader, right, leads by example. They lead from the front. They don't lead from behind. You know, I'm not impressed by, honestly, I'm not impressed by a lot of these players, bro. I'm not. I know a lot of these players that are on these lists and shit. They play in SEBA, and they're always asking for trades. Their team is struggling, so they don't want to load up. They're bashing their fucking coach. They're bashing their teammate. They go silent in the Discord. They're like, yo, it's just SEBA. Who gives a fuck? Like, bro, I hate that mentality. I can't fucking stand that mentality. It's just SEBA. Who gives a fuck? If you're a competitor, if you have a competitive bone in your body, it doesn't fucking matter if it's SEBA, the 2K League, or the Rec. If you're a fucking competitor at heart, you're going to win every time you load up. Anything less than your best should be unacceptable for you personally. If you're a competitor, bro, like if your attitude is anything less than that, you're not a competitor. Don't even talk to me, bro. Don't even talk to me. I'm telling you right now, the 2K League should fucking hire me 100%. I'll fix that fucking league up. I will fix that fucking league. I will get players in there that deserve to be there, that are not just taking a fucking check. I will get people that fucking that will, bro, they will fucking appreciate and be humble about that opportunity. And my criteria for players that would qualify, you got to be a leader, bro. There's not enough leaders, bro. To be honest, bro, there's not enough leaders in the 2K community, in the 2K League, bro, as far as players go. A lot of them are followers. A lot of them are, they're weak. They can't survive when the shit gets rough. I see it all the fucking time. I see it all the time. That's what this community needs more than anything. Everybody's talking in this 2K community, what's wrong with this, that nobody supports each other, or the overnights and blah, blah. No, it's not just that. It's that the biggest thing that I've noticed, there's no leaders amongst the best players. The best players don't lead by example. Those type of players are just few and far between. You got too many kids that get too much attention thrown on them, and they don't know how to handle it. So the minute they start losing, it's like, uh-oh, the attention's going to be off of me right now. Nobody cares about me anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, get me off this team. Put me on the Spicy Boys. Put me on the top. I want to be on the top team. Nobody wants to grind it out, bro. Nobody wants to grind out their own brand. Nobody wants to nobody wants accountability. Like Bert said, it's little kids, bro. It really is. But I'll tell you what, Bert, you know this because you played in SEBA before, right? You played in SEBA before. That type of ego shit don't work here. And that's the biggest problem that people have with all those comp players that are on these lists that don't play here. That's the biggest reason why they don't. Joe knows just don't like me because I went at him on Twitter. But other than that, besides him, I don't think he's got the grit either. I think he's just more concerned. He's got to win everything he plays because it's good for content. I don't think I think he feels like his content would suffer if he was on a bad draft league team, which I don't think so. I just think it's part of the story. You know what I'm saying? And I think he could take his audience anywhere he goes and they'll still watch him. But besides him, all those other comp players that are platinum or whatever, there's a reason why they don't play here, bro. There's a reason why they don't play here because they know that shit, word got out that an old 42-year-old stubborn fucking garbage man, Italian Puerto Rican from New York, runs the fucking league. And I don't take that bullshit. And they heard that shit doesn't fucking fly in this league at all. That's why they don't come here. Because they know, if you're on a losing team, you're stuck there. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You better make that team. You better do what you can do. And you better bring your fucking A game to help that team win. Because I'm not rescuing you. Obviously, there's trades in this league, but I'm not rescuing the player with the trade because they don't want to play for the team that they play for because it's too difficult or we're just losing. Nah, bro, you're a leader on a fucking team. You're a leader in the community. Act like it. And Bert, believe it or not, bro, there's content creators that are doing that storyline from high school. They're going straight in the storyline in high school. They're doing it. Bear the Beast did it. Yo, do you see the views that Bear the Beast was getting when he was streaming SEBA compared to when he wasn't? Bro, at least a good 30 to 40 extra. Because he brought the SEBA audience with him. And he brought mad people to see it. Bullet TV. Bro, Bullet plays here, bro. Bullet plays here. He gets like 600, 700 views easy. And now he's playing here, bro. It's nonstop runs. You know, I'm hoping that Bullet goes through it all. I hope that Bullet, gets on a high school team this season, then goes to college, and then imagine him in the pros, bro. Just imagine Bullet TV in the pros with all those views and all that content. Can you retire? Yeah, I forgot to put you on the draft board. Fuck. You got to remind me. I got to put you on the draft board next time, bro. Next time I update it, I'll put you on there. I forgot. My fault. But the draft is February 3rd. I had a space is scheduled for 2:00 for a coaching workshop. I've been on here running my mouth, but I do want to do it though. I do want to have the coaching workshop because I've had so many people message me about coaching and shit. So I just want to tell them, exactly what they need to be a coach here, exactly what we expect from a coach. Like anybody can start a team as a coach in high school, but there are certain things you have to do in order to be considered for a coach, even at the high school level, right? One of the things is I don't allow my coaches at any level to be coaching or playing in other draft leagues anywhere because there's just too much work that needs to be done here. It's not that I'm trying to monopolize or tell you where you can or can't play. I'm not trying to do that, but the coaching position in SEBA is full time, even when your team is out of the playoffs, even when your team, when your season's done, your work ain't done. You're always scouting. You're a high school coach and your season's done, right? You got knocked out of playoffs or whatever. You're going to lose 2 or 3 guys to college, most likely, right? You're going to lose your best players to college. So what are you going to do? How are you going to replace those guys in the lineup? You got to be scouting, bro. Like once your season's over, you got to hit the playground. You got to be scouting. You got to talk to the players on your team that are going to be coming back next season. You got to talk to your backup point guard that didn't get enough games played to qualify for a scholarship because he sat behind your starting point guard and be like, yo, this is your team now. You're in the starting lineup now. Let's start finding some players to put around you. You know what I'm saying? Like your job in SEBA as a coach is never done, even in the off season. So Even if I would, even if I was like, yo, I don't care if you coach in other leagues, I'll still let you coach here. It's cool. Even if I allowed that, you'd be at such a competitive disadvantage because so many fucking coaches don't play anything or coach anywhere else that, like, while you're coaching in another draft league or doing something else in another league, these guys are doing are building relationships with players and prospects, and you're not because your focus is elsewhere. So when it's time for you, so like, all right, well, it's Tuesday, so I'll just do my my SIBA duties and recruit for my team because Mondays is select and Wednesdays is LOA and Thursdays is LGBT and whatever. Like Tuesday's my SIBA day. Like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you already missed out on the top prospects because the other fucking 20 something coaches that don't play anywhere else, right? They're fucking scouting those guys and you weren't. You were dicking around somewhere else. So you wouldn't be competitive. Even if I allowed it, even if I was like, yo, it's not a big deal. You can play anywhere else, right? That's cool. And I don't care if you play somewhere else. It's your game, right? Play every. Hey, kumbaya, right? I mean, we always get this shit from the community. Yo, CB is so divisive, man. We support everyone. Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. You support everyone. Everybody supports everyone, and all your leagues are shit. Maybe you should stop, bro. Maybe you should start seeing your brand and treating it the way I treat mine, and seeing things as it's not a competition, Feach, yeah, because I destroyed the competition. But if you would have seen it as a competition back when we were even, you probably be in a different position than you are now, right? Probably a lot more interesting. But anyway, even if I was like, yo, it's cool, you can coach elsewhere, you just won't be your team won't be good, bro. Like you won't be able to scout. Like these other coaches would run circles around you, and it wouldn't even be fair to the players that you scouted. So, just to make sure that everything is fair and everything is competitive, bro. If you want to play here, you can play anywhere. You can play in all the leagues you want. I don't give two shits if you're a player. Coaches, though, it's a different story. Coaching is a different story. That I got, like I said, I got to put my foot down on that and make that rule because why? We've had how long have I been doing this league for? 4 years now. I've ran into that problem so many times, right? I ran into that problem so many times before, so I learned from past mistakes that certain things just don't work. Certain things just don't work. This was fun though on YouTube, man. I'm gonna be I'm checking right now. Let me see my Julia was Signature Realty. Want these realtors messaging me? Let me check my Amazon and see what my packages are. Pause. My SD card comes here. I could start making the content, like actual content. Oh, my wife's little pink mouse pad is coming. She wanted to put a little bow on her microphone and all that, do her shit up. Her pink headset is coming. Are you want to reset like what? Like go back to high school? I'll tell you right now if you can go back to high school or not. I'll tell you right now. I will give you your answer in a moment. You cannot go back to high school under any circumstances. You played for the Rushing. You played one game for the Rushing Elephants, season 15. You went 0 for 1 from the field, and you had 6. No, you went 1 for 6 from the field with a 3-pointer. You had 3 points, 6 of 6, 6 rebounds, 3 personal fouls, 3 steals in season 15. In season 16, you played 2 games for the Rushing Elephants and 2 games for Guns and Razors. You have 1.6 points per game, 2 assists per game, 3.8 rebounds per game, and you have a total of 8 points in your entire SIBA career. So you cannot go back to high school as a player. You can't go backwards. Just like fucking what's his face can't go back to his high school team in Akron, Ohio, LeBron James. There's no going backwards. You've already registered stats in the pros. You're a pro. Now, if you wanted to coach a team, I know it wasn't a thing before, but we already have you in the record books as recording a stat. So unfortunately, that's how it goes, man. Like, the whole prospect to pro process, like the whole thing is supposed to be like legit, like mimics real life. So we can't just let people go backwards. But you can, if you wanted to coach, you can go. I would make you go to high school to start out. I wouldn't give you a pro team to coach right off the bat. You'd have to go to high school and learn the ropes. As a matter of fact, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to get on Twitter Space and do the coaching workshop. Right? I called out of work today. It was raining. I've been chilling at home, so I ain't got shit to do. Normally, I'd be at work right now, so I just wasted away a whole day. But that's and the only way I would make you a coach is if you were truly interested in being a coach and going that route. So that's the only way. Like I'm not just making people coaches because they suck at the game and they want to reset and the only way they can play in high school is if they coach. That's not how I do it. You have to be like fully on, like you want to be promoted, like you want to move up to college, right? You want to go through the whole process and then someday eventually run your own pro team if you can get that far. Like I'm not just giving out I'm not giving coaching spots away to players who suck. That's not how it works. It's not a charity for shitty 2K players. Oh man, but let's see. What was I looking at before? That's right. My thing. So I got the power strip coming today. All my SD cards are coming today. Listen, if you can't dedicate the time, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? If you can't dedicate it till the summer, that's cool, man. The league's not going anywhere. Hopefully, I don't just drop dead of a heart attack between now and then. So we'll be around. But my SD cards are coming. So I'll be able to actually record a podcast. I don't have to go live. My wife does not want to, bro. My wife does not want to go live, bro. She does not like the unscripted. Bro, you guys threw her for a loop when you asked her about the 7-Eleven thing. She was upset. She answered it, but like because I told her like, yo, nothing's off limits, babe, man, and she did it. But like she would rather do something that's like not live and we'll just have a conversation back and forth, maybe have a guest on or something. She wants to do fucking reaction videos because those are popular, right? She watches all them shits with my kids. We watch a movie and we do a reaction video to the movie. Like we let the subscribers pick a movie and then we react to it. She wants to do those reaction videos and stuff, or she wants to do challenges. My kids love that shit. Like you can only eat green things for a month. She told me last night we should do a challenge. You only eat things that are green for 30 days. And then just chronicle it for our YouTube channel. Like she wants to do stuff like that. She doesn't really want to do this live streaming thing. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times when I'm not saying she's not going to do live anymore. She will 100%. But like she wants to that's the type of content she wants to do. Right. So there's going to be a lot of that stuff coming on this SIBA network. There's going to be things, bro. It's crazy, right, bro? Like, because these are the things my kids watch and enjoy. Like my wife and my kids, like they'll sit there on the TV and watch YouTube videos from like Mr. Beast and all these other creators and shit like that. A lot of them like Minecraft creators, and they'll do funny shit. Like they'll do like you can only eat something you can only eat green things for a whole month. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want raw meat, bro. I'll be fucking in a hospital with salmonella or botulism after knowing my luck. That should be crazy. Raw meat, I don't know about that. My wife will never do it. But like some goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's. But listen, bro. I'll do goofy shit if it's getting views and pulling revenue on YouTube, bro. Fucking 100%. I'll eat green shit for a month. I know, right? What the fuck is it? It's good to eat that's green for a whole month, right? It's crazy. Lettuce, spinach. It's healthy as hell, though. I don't think there's any green. You can't eat meat that's green. I can tell you right now, kiwis are delicious, right? Green apples. I love, bro. My favorite apple is Granny Smith. Granny Smith number 1 and Honeycrisp number 2. I don't really think there's green. Oh, you know what though? Green eggs and ham. What if I put green food coloring in it? I wonder if that's a cheat code that I could use. But like green colored Jello, avocado. I love avocado. I'd sit here and make a list of all green things that I would eat. I think I can do it for a whole month. Bro, you know how much weight I'd lose? I'd probably be mad healthy if all I did was eat green shit for a month. I do wash my honestly, Troy, I do wash my vegetables and fruit, but I also I'll pick an apple off a tree in the street and just eat it right there. like a natural human being. Like I'll pick grape. Like I'll pick if you got a grapevine and there's grapes on it. I'm picking a grape right off your fucking vine and eating it right there without washing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a human being. Like this, people have been doing this shit for thousands of years. You know, but if at home, I'll wash it. You know, Troy's the type of dude that'll wash his banana before eating it. That's bro. That's the type of dude he is. He'll wash his banana before eating it. He's the type to eat corn the long way. Organic food is just so expensive, bro. Like, yo, you got to see. I was at Walmart and all the milk was gone, but all of the organic milk for like $6.99 a gallon was there, and I needed milk, so it's like, let me get the organic. Like it killed me to spend $7 on a gallon of milk. You would think, right? Like you would like the pesticides and shit that costs money, right? Nobody's getting free pesticides. Nobody's getting free hormones and shit, right? Why the fuck is the organic shit that you don't need pesticides and hormones for way more expensive than the other shit that you need? Like if I wanted to go online right now and order a bunch of pesticides for my vegetables outside, it's going to cost me money. So if I'm going to sell the fruit and vegetable out of my garden at home, I got to sell it and make a profit, and I got to take into consideration the pesticides that I bought, right? But if I grew it in my backyard and I didn't use pesticides and it was organic, obviously it was cheaper for me to do. So how the fuck is it more expensive to eat organic when they're not spraying the shit with the pesticides? That don't make no fucking sense. Like I'm pretty sure the hormones that they feed cows cost money. Like, can I just go right now? Can I go somewhere right now and just get free hormones? I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it costs money. But for some reason, the shit that's fucking pumped with hormones and antibiotics and fucking pus and all this other shit that they use to make fucking milk, that shit is cheap. But I do need to lose weight, 100%. I need to lose I'm not lying to you guys, I need to lose about 70 pounds. I'm always under a fucking hoodie, but like, I got a belly, bro. My neck is fat. You guys have seen me before pictures when I went to Florida. I was muscled up. My fucking traps were big. My arms were big because every winter, before I go to Florida for like 3-4 months, I hit the gym hard. I do the fucking agility ropes like I was in 2K. I hit the heavy bag. I lifted heavy for like 3-4 months, and I would eat right. I'd cut the carbs, and in 4 months, I would lose I'd say about 35 pounds of fat and put on about 6 or 7 pounds of muscle, and I'd be brolic enough for the beach in Florida. So I got to start getting into that. I'm starting late. I haven't done it yet, but maybe I'll work out today at some point. I got the workout at home. I got all the shit at home, but I got a bunch of stuff coming today. Hey, I got an on-air sign, bro. Like when I'm on air and live, I'm gonna put that sign up. I'm put the sign up out. I got one from in here. It's like a neon sign for inside, and then I got one I'm gonna post outside the door, so my family will know like when I'm live and shit to not disturb. I have that shit on every time I'm live on air, so they don't come in and disturb. Like if I'm just sitting here chilling, playing Age of Empires, or like. You know, like today I was in my office doing the pre-draft rankings. And before I go, because I am going to go because I need a break before I do the coaching workshop. I do want to go over the pre-draft ranking. I got to put Bert here. Bert, I haven't seen Bert play in a minute, so I don't know where I'm going to rank him. I'm probably going to rank Bert in like the late second round. And if he plays well in the combine, I'll move him up. Remember the conversation I just had about heart and grit, right? Remember the conversation I just had? That extends to your combine and to your rank also. So if you're the type of bitch, right? And I will say the word bitch. If you're the type of bitch that's like, yo, I want to be ranked low, bro. I want to be ranked low. You know, you got no pride in your game and where you get ranked. You're a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It should be your goal to get ranked as high as now. We do have players that are not bitches, right? We do have players that are like, yo, Feach, my shit's way too low, bro. What the fuck? I've been bullying. And I love those guys, bro. I love those dudes. V313F is one of those dudes, right? I love those dudes that are like, they're pissed off. They feel like they should be higher on the fucking list. And then you got the clowns like fucking C-Buzz, Meter Dunk, fucking a bunch of I'm thinking of random names that I know that have messaged me or complained that their shit was too high. Dexter, a lot of these dudes, like, yo, I'm ranked too high. Who the fuck told me that? Merked. Yo, I'm ranked too high. Like, guys got no fucking grit, heart, no balls, no spine, no backbone, no competitive spirit. Why are you complaining if you're ranked too high? Every rank under number one should be too low for you. That's the type of bro. If I had a league full of those dudes, bro, I'm telling you right now, bro, SIBA would be fucking insane. It already is insane, but just think how fucking great that shit would be. I know they're trying to get drafted by their friends. They're such clowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got no Yo, I'm gonna think about how much of a clown you got to be, right? You play everywhere with your friends outside of SIBA. Every fucking overnight tournament, every fucking midday tournament. You're playing with them in WR. You're playing with them in Rising Stars. All this other shit. And you come to SIBA and you got to be have their hand held also? Yo, Sereno, bro, you broke my heart, bro. Stepping down as coach, man. You know? I'm live here, but I'm also going to be live on Twitter, bro, for the coaching workshop. I actually just went live to test this shit. I didn't think I'd be on live this long, but then Yay Not Gaming came in and we discussed his rankings, and he accused me of being biased. Oh, Dot's here, bro. Hey, yo, Dot. We were also having a conversation about the orgs, man. Why'd you come so late? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't care what team I go to, for sure. I just want to see. Lordy! Okay, all right. So, Bait the Slip just sent me a message. Bait the Slip just sent me a message. Bait the Slip messaged the dude Lordly. He said, I'm a pro coach interested in evaluating your game in SIBA. Not going to lie, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't care what team I go to. For sure, I just wanted to see if you in action. When can you hoop? He said, probably Saturday. Let's say it's Wednesday. And then Bait the Slip says, damn, are you normally not available during the week? And Lordly says, nah, I got other leagues to play. So he's not available. I'm gonna. I gotta. Sorry to put you on the spot, my man. But this has to be put out there for the rest of the league to see. I'm gonna put it in the commissioner's office first. You got a player that says straight up. Straight up, yo, you got a player that says straight up, yo, I'm not available till Saturday. I got other leagues to play. Can you play in other leagues and play in SIBA? Absolutely. Most people do it. Can you tell somebody, yo, I can't play till Saturday, I got other leagues to play? Bro, that's a one-way ticket out of here. I'm going to ban him. I am. But I put it in the commissioner's chat first. From there, I'll take it to the coach's chat, and then I'll take it to. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me take it to league chat. Fuck it. Take it to league chat. Get him out of here, right, guys? Get him out of here. All right, listen, it's 10:50. I got to fucking take a piss before I do the workshop on Twitter Spaces. We could talk about other things on the Twitter Space, too. I know Dot Too Cold. I mean, that was a really cool conversation about the orgs and all that stuff. But definitely that. And you're also a coach at the high school level or college level now. I think you got a spot at college. So, I definitely, since Killer J left, I got to start making up for it. So having these little coaching workshops, which is something that he should have been doing, I'm going to do it and try to see if we can get some quality high school coaches in there. I'm going to help Bestford out. He's brand new. I don't expect Bestford to be as good as Killer J was right off the bat. But the one thing I like about Bestford, he's active and he loves the league. and he's got a thick skin, so he won't bitch out like that kid did. So I just got to help him out. It's what a leader does. You know what I'm saying? That's it, leading by example. So I'm gonna do the workshop. I'm gonna do some interviews on my own. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me on YouTube, though, guys. Yo, check out this fucking bro. This channel is gonna have content. Some of it's gonna have nothing to do with 2K. Right? I know that's not popular, really, with the audience that we got for SIBA and all that stuff, but some of you guys want to stop by, see some other shit. We're all fucking human. We all got lives outside of this game, so we can enjoy other things too. You know, it is what it is. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.